Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Speaking Nerds. I'm Maya.
And I'm John. We teach you authentic, natural English, the genuine expressions real people use in their professional lives.
Today, we're exploring how to describe your work routine in natural, confident English. Before we dive in, please hit that like button and subscribe to English Speaking Nerds. Stay with us until the end because we're revealing a game-changing technique that transforms boring work descriptions into compelling stories that impress colleagues and interviewers.
We appreciate every one of you. Today's topic is absolutely essential for networking, job interviews, and conversations with international colleagues.
Your work routine is a frequent topic in professional English conversations. Whether answering, "Walk me through a typical workday" in interviews, networking, or making small talk during meetings, knowing how to describe your work routine makes you sound professional and confident.
And here's something critical. There's one phrase almost every English learner uses when talking about their work schedule that immediately signals you're not a native speaker. We'll reveal this later and show you what professionals actually say instead.
Today, we're covering how to describe arriving at work naturally, how to talk about meetings and tasks professionally, how to discuss workload and deadlines authentically, and how to express work-life balance naturally. Plus, we have a powerful framework at the end that makes work descriptions engaging.
So let's jump right in. Maya, why is it essential to know how to describe your work routine in English?
Talking about your work routine is crucial because it's how professionals connect. When someone asks, "What's a typical day like for you at work?" they're genuinely interested in what you do and how you manage your time. Your work routine reveals your work ethic, skills, and professional personality. When you describe it naturally and vividly, you sound like a competent professional, not someone reciting memorized phrases.
Absolutely. And there's something I call professional vocabulary that everyone needs when discussing work habits.
Tell everyone what that means.
Professional vocabulary is the specific words and expressions you need to paint a complete picture of your workday. Instead of "I go to work, do my job, and go home," you say "I usually get to the office around 8:30 and start by checking emails and prioritizing tasks. I have back-to-back meetings most mornings, then dive into project work in the afternoon. I collaborate with my team, handle urgent requests, and wrap up by reviewing tomorrow's agenda." Rich vocabulary transforms your description from vague to professional.
Perfect. And talking about work routines involves natural professional expressions.
What does that mean?
It means using phrases real professionals use. Instead of "I start my work at 9 a.m., native speakers say "I get to the office around 9 a.m., or "I'm at my desk by 9. Instead of "I do many meetings, they say "I have several meetings," or "My calendar's packed with meetings." These small differences make you sound conversational, not rehearsed.
Excellent. And describing work routines follows what I call the specificity principle.
That sounds important.
The specificity principle means being concrete rather than vague. Don't say "I do computer work." Say "I analyze sales data, create reports, and develop customer retention strategies." Don't say "I work with people." Say "I coordinate with marketing, lead weekly meetings, and mentor junior staff." Specificity shows you know your job and makes your English sound professional.
Many English learners face what I call the generic job description trap.
Explain that.
The generic job description trap is when you describe your work so vaguely that listeners have no real sense of what you do. Saying "I work in an office" or "I do computer work" without specific details makes you sound evasive. In English-speaking professional culture, being specific about your work is highly valued. You need to describe your actual tasks and responsibilities with clarity.
That's important. And here's that common mistake. Many learners say "I work from 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock" when describing their schedule. While grammatically correct, native speakers almost never phrase it this way. Professionals say "I work 9 to 5, my hours are 9 to 5, or "I do a standard 9 to 5. Saying "from 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock" sounds overly formal. This small change makes a significant difference.
Let's talk about describing arriving at work. What are natural ways to express this?
You can say "I get to the office around 8:30, I'm at my desk by 9, I roll in around 9:15, I arrive early to beat the rush. I work remotely, so I start from home, or I grab a coffee on my way in.
Can you describe arriving and starting your workday?
I typically arrive around 8:45. First thing, I grab a coffee and say good morning to anyone I run into. At my desk, I spend the first 15 minutes checking overnight emails and flagging anything urgent. Then I pull up my calendar and review my to-do list. By 9:15, I've got a clear sense of my day, which helps me feel organized before things get hectic.
What about describing meetings and collaborative work?
You can mention I have a team meeting every Monday, I'm in meetings most of the day, I lead a weekly project update call, I present to senior management, I collaborate with different departments, or my calendar's pretty packed. For frequency, you can say I have meetings scattered throughout the day, or I block out time for focused work between meetings.
Can you describe a meeting-heavy day?
On Wednesdays, my calendar's packed. It starts with our team stand-up at 9, then a one-on-one with my manager at 9:30 discussing projects and quarterly goals. At 10:30, I have a cross-functional meeting with marketing, sales, and product teams, which can be intense because everyone has different priorities. After a quick lunch, I'm leading a project kickoff meeting at 1, presenting scope and timelines. Then at 2:30, I have a client call to review feedback. By 3:30, I'm mentally exhausted and spend the rest catching up on emails. Meeting-heavy days are draining, but necessary for alignment.
How do you describe your actual tasks during focused work time?
You can say I analyze data, I create reports and presentations, I respond to customer inquiries, I manage multiple projects, I write and debug code, or I develop client strategies. Notice these are specific, not vague.
What are natural ways to describe workload and deadlines?
You can say I'm juggling several projects, I'm on a tight deadline, I have a lot on my plate, I'm swamped, or I'm prioritizing the most urgent tasks first. These expressions convey your workload naturally.
How do speakers express busy versus slow periods?
For busy times, this is our busiest season. Things ramp up at quarter end. I'm swamped. I'm working late most nights. For slower times, things are pretty quiet. It's a lighter workload. Or I'm using the downtime for professional development.
Can you describe a focused afternoon?
After lunch, I have a block from 1 to 4 without meetings, my most productive time. Right now, I'm developing a quarterly marketing strategy for a major client, taking about 60% of my focus. I dive into data analysis, create charts, and draft strategies. Then I switch to urgent requests, reviewing proposals or sending updates. Around 3, I take a quick break to refill coffee and reset. Then I dive back in, wrapping up by sending emails and updating systems. This uninterrupted afternoon block is crucial for moving projects forward.
Can you describe collaboration?
You can say, I work closely with the design team, I coordinate with stakeholders, I report to the senior director, I manage a team of 5, I bounce ideas off coworkers, or I delegate tasks to my team.
What about communication methods at work?
Professionals say, we communicate mainly through email and Slack, I'm on video calls most of the day, we have a daily stand-up, or I touch base with my manager regularly. These show how modern professionals communicate.
How do you describe ending your workday?
You can say, I try to leave by 5:30, I wrap up around 6, I log off at 5, I work late when there are deadlines, or I'm strict about not checking email after hours.
Can you describe wrapping up?
I try to end around 5:30, though sometimes I stay later for deadlines. 30 minutes before leaving, I review what I accomplished and check off my to-do list. Then I look at tomorrow's calendar and make prep notes. I respond to last-minute emails, though lengthy responses get flagged for morning. I update project management systems so my team knows where things stand. Having that transition ritual helps me shift from work mode to personal time.
Now let's discuss how to make your work routine description interesting. What's the secret?
Add professional context and personality. Instead of listing tasks, explain why you do things and what makes your role challenging or rewarding. For example, I'm working on a market analysis report that will guide our strategy. It's challenging but rewarding to know my work impacts business decisions. Context makes descriptions engaging.
Can you give examples of adding professional personality?
Share your work style.
I'm definitely more productive in the afternoons. I thrive in collaborative environments. I'm pretty organized about my systems. I love the fast-paced nature of my job. Or, I appreciate that no 2 days are exactly the same. These touches make you sound genuine and self-aware.
How do you describe challenges and problem solving?
This shows competence. You can say, the trickiest part is balancing multiple stakeholder expectations. I'm constantly adapting to changing priorities. The challenge is managing my time when everything feels urgent. I've learned to be flexible because plans change constantly. I deal with a lot of ambiguity, which keeps things interesting. Acknowledging challenges makes you sound honest and capable.
How do you compare different types of workdays?
You clearly differentiate. Monday mornings are meeting-heavy, but Fridays are relaxed. Some days are focused work, others are completely reactive. No 2 days are exactly alike. Or, my routine varies depending on the project lifecycle.
Can you describe this variation?
My workday depends on the month's phase. During the first week, things are calm. I'm planning, strategizing, and working on longer-term projects. Days feel productive and controlled. But approaching month-end, things get chaotic. Everyone's scrambling to meet targets and hit deadlines. My calendar fills with urgent meetings. I'm putting out fires and working late. Instead of thoughtful work, I'm in reactive mode, juggling priorities. Then the new month hits, it's like a reset button. This cyclical pattern keeps things from getting monotonous.
Now let's reveal the special technique that transforms work descriptions from boring to compelling. What is it?
It's called the Professional Narrative Framework. Instead of mechanically listing tasks, you tell your work routine as a narrative that reveals how you think, prioritize, and what makes your work meaningful. You're not just describing what you do, you're showing who you are as a professional. You include challenges, wins, collaboration, and honest moments.
How do you structure this framework?
Start by setting context, your role, industry, and work purpose. Walk through your day chronologically, emphasizing meaningful parts. Highlight how you make decisions, solve problems, and collaborate. Share what's challenging and rewarding. Mention specific projects showcasing your skills. Acknowledge when things get hectic. Finish by reflecting on what you value about your work. Sound like you're sharing insights with a colleague.
Perfect. That's exactly what the Professional Narrative Framework achieves. You shared specific details, honest challenges, what's rewarding, how you adapt, and told it as a narrative with personality. That's compelling.
Exactly. It included specific activities, honest challenges, reflection on meaningful work, professional vocabulary, natural transitions, and personality. It wasn't just, I manage projects, have meetings, send emails. It was a genuine professional story showing depth.
What makes this framework so powerful in professional contexts?
It demonstrates communication skills valued in every field. It shows self-awareness about your strengths and challenges. It reveals your work ethic without bragging. It creates connection because people relate to workplace challenges. It makes you memorable because most people describe work vaguely. Most importantly, it shows you can articulate complex concepts in clear, natural English, a highly marketable skill. That's what sets you apart as a sophisticated English communicator.
What common mistakes should people avoid?
Avoid being too vague. Be specific about your tasks. Don't sound robotic listing tasks without context. Avoid overly formal language. You're having a conversation. Don't make it sound like you're disengaged from your work. Be honest rather than exaggerating. Remember to mention collaboration, since most jobs involve working with others.
How do you respond when someone asks about your work in conversation?
Keep it conversational and gauge their interest. If someone asks, "What do you do?" start concisely. "I'm a project manager at a tech company. Basically, I coordinate teams and make sure projects get delivered on time." Then pause and see if they want more details. In casual settings, people might just want a quick answer. In networking events, they might want details. Match your level of detail to the situation.
Final thoughts on why mastering this skill matters for English learners?
Your work routine comes up in every job interview, networking situation, and professional conversation. When you can describe it naturally and engagingly, you demonstrate genuine professional fluency.
You practice essential workplace vocabulary and the ability to articulate complex responsibilities clearly. Most importantly, in English-speaking business culture, being articulate about your work is seen as a sign of competence. This skill opens doors in job interviews, networking opportunities, and professional relationships. Mastering how to talk about your work routine is about presenting yourself as a capable professional who communicates effectively in English. That's invaluable for career advancement.
Now we want to hear from you. What's your work routine like? What's the most challenging part of your workday? Share in the comments using the techniques we taught today.
Practice describing it in English right here. Whether your work is structured or unpredictable, we want to hear about it.
If this helped you, please give us a thumbs up and share this with anyone learning English for professional purposes.
Subscribe to English Speaking Nerds and turn on notifications for weekly lessons. Remember, the fastest way to improve your professional English is practicing with real work experiences using natural expressions.
Thank you for being part of our community. Your dedication inspires us.
Keep learning, keep practicing, and keep growing professionally.
See you in the next episode. Have a productive workday.
Keep crushing it at work, everyone.